Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andre and I just bought this 2003 Ford F350 4x4 Lariat Edition 7.3 turbo diesel with like 352,000 miles or something like that. Anyways, before I continue, let's go back to where the adventure started with this truck last night and having to drive 2 hours up to North Arizona to go grab this thing. So boys, we did it again. Our adventure today brings us to Prescott Valley, whatever. 2.5 hours north. It's pretty cold here, but as I said, I wanted a truck. Originally she was gonna get a Q7, but trading in her WRX didn't really work. I mean, it worked, it's just they wanted too much money down. So much money down that I just bought a truck for the same amount of money. As I said multiple times, I've been wanting a truck to kind of tow my projects. To crew cab, it had to be a crew cab. Crap, this door's locked. Crap, this door's locked. Okay, it's a crew cab. It has a lot of room in the back. So we can throw the 4 dogs in the back and drive around the country towing a dope car. This is like a welding bed setup, meaning like gas canister here, big ass welder here. So like the people, they go out, you know, they make like 100K plus just welding piping here. The country, not really in the country. We kind of are in the country though, of Arizona. And yeah, I'll probably replace this bed, but it does have a bag set up in the rear right here, the switches. You can kind of hear it airing out right here. Yeah, it's airing out. Helper bag. So normally I think this thing can like tow like 12,000 pounds, but now it can tow like, with the bags, like, I don't know, probably up to 20,000 pounds. This is a 7.3 turbo diesel, one of the most reliable diesels, if anything, less problematic. This thing has 350 something thousand miles, I don't even know. But I just finished filling up and it took 29 gallons and $86 to fill up. And it was already at a quarter tank. So it would actually take $100 to fill this up. But supposedly, let me get this bad boy running. Supposedly, where are my keys? This one. I start this so I have heat at least. Yeah, sounds like a diesel, obviously. Yeah, this thing's pretty comfy. The only downside, has no radio right now. Wow, I just realized how good this night vision or night mode is on this camera. Wow, that's amazing. Sorry, but it has no radio. It had an aftermarket radio and they took it out before they traded it in at the dealership or whatever. So that's not really that much of an issue. I'll just get another aftermarket one. $200-300, have it installed, no problem. The heat, air conditioning work. This is a 4x4, meaning I can actually tow in 4x4 if I'm going through dirt roads and stuff for extra traction. And yeah, it has 352,000 miles. That would be insane if this was a gas car. But diesels, this is kind of average. They're all 200-300,000. They're known to go 400 to 500,000 with good maintenance. So yeah, but we got a 2.5 hour drive. I really don't want to make Rachel wait anymore because it's already late. And she drove me out here, and she hates driving by herself. That's why I got a truck so I can, you know, sit there. All the dogs back there. So we're gonna go head out. I'll probably resume tomorrow in this video since I'm not gonna edit tonight, and I'll show you more features of this truck. But I'm super excited to have a tow rig for the channel to get projects and everything like that. It's awesome. I've been wanting a truck forever. So guys, here we are the next day now with this truck. We drove it about 2.5 hours home last night. It was about 135 miles. And the crazy thing is, so I said it took about $100 to fill this up, or at least it should, about in that area. The gas tank's like still at like 80%, 80-90%, something like that. It's absolutely crazy. I can finally show you guys the interior much better. If I start it right now, that's going to be a pure cold start. He had it on a block heater. I actually did not know this about diesels. I mean, I did know, I've heard about it, but I thought it was an aftermarket thing people did if they live in the cold. But it turns out all diesels, they have literally a plug, and you can plug this in, and you can leave it on as long as you want. You can leave it for weeks and months, people say. But most people, they just leave this on overnight. So in the morning when it's cold and everything, your water temperature is already heated up. So the oil water temperature is heated up. You fire this thing up and you can just leave, and the heat works immediately as well. I don't know if I'll be doing that. I can run that setup easily here. I could just have a extension cord coming out through here to plug it in overnight. But since I will be daily driving this, my commute now to work is not that long. It's only about 20 miles round trip, where before it was about 80 miles since we moved. So it's not going to be a big deal, but mainly I got this thing to haul our projects for the channel. As I said, 2020, I really wanted to make serious moves with this channel and everything, and this is kind of the first step to get my projects and, you know, to daily, of course. I definitely only wanted a crew cab. As I tried to show you guys last night, I only wanted a crew cab because look at all this room. When I'm traveling, which for my next project, I actually do need to travel to the other side of America, the East Coast, where I'm from, and I'm not going to be paying for hotels, no way. So I will most likely be sleeping here. I'll probably make some kind of wooden frame right here that extends, and I can like put a mattress here, and I'll probably just take one of my dogs just to keep me company. But there's no way I want to pay $60 to $100 if I'm going to be on the road when I could just sleep in the back seat at a rest area legally and for free. Of course, this also has enough room for our dogs. As you know, we have 4 beautiful dogs, and we want to travel. If we're going to travel with our fun car, it can't be me and my girlfriend and the 4 dogs, because there's never room in any of my cars. And this is kind of the plot, is to have everything and everyone in here. Now, of course, you're probably thinking, damn, this truck is ugly because of this bed, and I agree, it's not the prettiest. But if you guys don't know, this is actually a welding bed, essentially. What people did with stuff like that is they would have a giant like welder right here. The main gas canister would go right here, another one under there, and essentially they would go out to the fields and they would weld these giant pipelines. If you guys heard in America, I mean, those guys make easily over $100,000 a year. It's really, really, really good money. But that's what this truck was used for, clearly. And they also haul some crazy heavy stuff. They even have some trying to open this. Then have some toolboxes, as you see. There's about technically 4 of these, because there's these 3 right here, and then there's the one up there. And I have no idea what this is for. But my question is, I'm not sure what I want to do, because I can easily remove this bed and sell it, and then just buy an OEM like dually bed, which is the long 8-foot bed like you see in a normal pickup truck. Here's a picture of how it would look. But I'm not sure if I want to go through all that work, because I am going to have to unbolt this and lift this up and everything. And I don't know. The easier thing seems like if I really do want to just use this, I would just cut all these welds, take this work thing off, take this pipe thing off, and just kind of make this a flat bed. And then maybe put some railing here and some places to ratchet strap my load. So like if I'm carrying car parts, wheels, you know, I just put it here and just ratchet strap it down. But I'm really not sure yet about that. What's going to happen with that, really? As you can see, it has a tow hitch. I mean, I have no idea how much this thing's actually rated to tow. I think it's about 10,000 pounds, but it has helper bags in the rear. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to see it, but actually right there is the helper bag. So when this thing sags like crazy from an insanely heavy load, I can flip these switches and build pressure, and it would level this load out. So I think with the helper bags, it makes it that it can tow like 15 to 20,000 pounds or something absolutely insane. I don't think I'm ever gonna tow that much. To tow that much, that's like literally taking a full like race trailer, essentially like a 5th wheel giant like 40-foot trailer with like cars in it and everything. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe not in this truck's lifetime. But as I said, this truck does have 352,000 miles. If this is a gas car, you guys would be like, what the hell, you're insane, Andre, why would you buy a car with so much miles? And I would agree, but with diesels, almost all of them are in the high 200, low 300,000s. The ones that are still in the 100,000s sell for a lot more money, because usually the ones in the high mileage were used as work trucks all their lives, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Usually work trucks are pretty kept up on maintenance. I mean, 300,000 miles, 400,000 miles, 500,000 miles, 600,000 miles, 700,000 miles. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Usually work trucks are pretty kept up on maintenance. I mean, that can be both true and false. I'm pretty happy about this. Just from it sitting here, I can already tell it leaks oil. You can see right there. And basically, I would say basically about every single diesel leaks oil. That's what I found out from my research. I found out, I was originally gonna buy a 2008 F350, but everyone's like the 6.0 diesel is kind of, is it the 6.0? Yeah, the 6.0 diesel is kind of shit. It has head gasket and turbo issues. The 7.3, which is what this is, a 7.3 V8 turbo diesel, is known to be one of the most reliable ones. Like, if you keep up with maintenance, they go to 400 to 500,000 miles, which is absolutely crazy. But they are known for oil stuff. Like, their oil pan does start to leak, and that's basically something you can't change because it requires taking literally the entire engine out, and most people just don't see the value in that because, you know, diesels, I assume, are way harder to work on than regular gas motors. And some of the oil O-rings tend to leak as well. The turbo pedestal, where that sits, and everything like that. But they're still pretty awesome trucks. You just have to keep up with the oil, which is fine by me. I'll probably just have to get some kind of metal pan to go there to, you know, kind of absorb the oil. But also leads me to the next thing. This is the only thing it really has wrong with the body. I guess it got hit here, or a tire blew up and it hit. Probably a tire blew up and hit here. But that's fine. You know, I'm not looking for a pretty truck by any means. When it comes to modifications, the most thing we'll do is maybe just clean this thing up. Like, you fix these headlights, you know, sand them down lightly to make them clear. And probably the only thing I would do, which I don't want to do now because these tires are brand new, so you can see both front and rear, is get semi wheels, which are like 22-inch wheels. Here's a picture of one of these trucks on semi wheels. It kind of lifts this truck, but I just like how they look. But that's not a priority by any means. You know, the truck isn't going to be my priority besides maintenance, just to get me around and get my project cars. So anyways, let's try to start this thing cold start, see how it does. I think you gotta wait for that little loop right there in the top left corner to turn off, because that means that it's the glow plugs or something like that are warmed up. Yeah, it just turned off. Let's see how this thing starts. Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good for sitting, I guess. It's not cold here in Arizona or anything like that. The lowest it'll ever get is in the 30s. People cold start these things in like negative Fahrenheit degree temperature. So it is loud. All diesels seem to be pretty damn loud, honestly. They also smell. I don't really like how diesels smell, but whatever, I don't really care. Both the engine makes a lot of noise and the exhaust in general. And this still has all the emission stuff on it, so. Nice exhaust. Anyways, guys, today's plan with this truck, honestly, is probably just taking it to like a Best Buy or something. Gotta get in my tall truck. So yeah, the plan with this thing is probably getting it in like a Best Buy or something like that, most likely, simply because it has no radio. I don't know, I don't remember if I mentioned that to you guys last night, but whoever traded it in, they had an aftermarket radio and they just cut everything and just took it out, which is fine. Probably go to Best Buy, buy a single DIN radio, see if they can install it, because tomorrow, guys, I'm going to get one of three of our project cars. This one is the one I posted in the community thread, if any of you guys saw. I was not planning for this to be a project car. I'm probably not going to work on it immediately. It's probably just going to sit in the backyard, and once I have more tools and skill, I'll work on it. But it's in San Diego, California, 5.5 hours away. So that's going to be the real first test for this truck. It's just going to San Diego. It's going to be a one-day trip tomorrow. I'll take you guys along with me, of course. It's going to be, you know, 11 hours round trip, and I'm going to go there, rent a U-Haul trailer, load that project car on, and then haul it back here. And that'll be the first step to this truck and seeing how well it does and all that stuff. And after that, we'll see what kind of maintenance things we need to do to it before we head out on our trip, which will, the trip to get the other car or two will probably be like a lot of miles. It'll be 5,000 plus miles easily on this truck put on. So we want to make sure it's in tip-top shape and everything like that. Be sure to like, subscribe. A lot of awesome stuff coming. See you guys in the next video.